get a napkin just to like pat my eye because I'm crying. Oh God, Ben, no.
Hey everybody, for Ben Zink Productions, we're recreating Hot Ones today. So our guest is Cal. Cal, how do you do with hot food?
Typically, I want to say okay. That might be to my own horn a little bit. I can go the spicier route at like places like B-Dubs, but I like to keep it mild more often than not.
Yeah. So I'm sure that you're familiar with the format. You know, it's gonna get. It might get a little touch spicier than what you're used to then.
Oh boy.
You think you're ready?
There's only one way to find out.
All right, let's do it. So the first flavor that we've got here is the classic. A little more mild, but we'll see it ramp up as things progress. So Cal, I know that you've been interested in graphic design for as long as our producer, Ben Zink, has known you. What originally sparked your interest and eventually pursuing it into a career?
So, I started doing graphic design at a really young age. My dad is a graphic designer, and my aunt and cousin are also designers in Chicago. So, for as long as like I can remember, graphic design has always been like part of like my life in some format. And in like 8th grade or something, I started to like want to pursue it more. And I finally like got like a Photoshop and stuff, and just started like following like tutorials on like YouTube and other like forums and stuff. And I'm like, this is like really fun. And so I'm just like, you know what? I think this is what I kind of want to do for the rest of my life. And I went to school for it, and now I work full time with graphic design, and I do it also as like a side job as well through like my esports stuff. So it's like graphic design has been just like a major part of my life for like as long as I can remember. Oh.
Doing all right there?
Yeah, it's really just on the tip of my tongue.
Oh yeah.
But like, it doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it did. Like, it hurt really bad like first, but.
Well, you're not hiccuping yet.
No, thankfully.
Well,
wow.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Second wing, we have the Louisiana style sweet honey and heat hot sauce. Oh. Cheers.
Cheers.
A little more mild-mannered than the last one, I would say.
Yeah, I don't feel like my face is melting.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, we still got 4 to go, bud. So, I know that you're an avid Super Smash Brothers fan, to say the least. What was the event that really got you into the competitive scene of the Smash community?
So, like most people that I know that are in like the Smash scene, we all played it like growing up and being really young and playing it all the time. I remember one time my cousin, who ultimately got me into the competitive scene for Smash, he's just like, dude, my library's having a Smash tournament, and I think you're like pretty good, so let's like go to the Smash tournament together. So I went to this library tournament, and I was like, I'm the best like amongst my friends, like this should be freaking easy, and I just got my ass handed to me. As you do whenever you dive into like a competitive game when you think you're the like hottest shit. And then after that I'm like, well, I want to like see what's more to this. Like, this was pretty fun. So I started like looking up YouTube videos, and there was this tournament in Japan called like Ken's Garden or something like that. And I saw Ken, who was like the best American player, versus like Bomb Soldier, who was like this up and comer from Japan. And I was like, this is so fucking cool. I want to do this. And here I am now 14 years later. I'm still competing. And I basically run the whole like Michigan Smash scene, which is like surreal if I told myself like 14 years ago when I just looked up a YouTube video of called like competitive Smash Bros. It's wild.
Who do you main?
Currently, I'm maining Crom in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude, Crom is fucking sick. And that's kind of like who I've been playing the most recently.
I always main Ness since Smash for 64. That's like, I played Earthbound so much when I was...
That's so rare that people actually like play Earthbound before Smash Bros. As I remember when I was young, I was like, Ness is like an original Super Smash Bros. Character. Like, who the hell is he?
Right. That's, we'd go to the video store on Friday nights and they had the big Earthbound box. And that's like, I think what attracted a lot of people to play in Earthbound was just that huge box. And so we picked it up at Best Buy for $20, you know, and it's this huge, magnificent box, and it's got the player's guide. And I mean, I let one of my friends borrow that player's guide.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "Oh yeah, I just lost it."
What a dick.
Thanks, dude. That's like $196 to replace that if I want to get a recreation on Etsy or something ridiculous. But he's always got a special place in my heart, which is why I always main Ness.
That's cool. Like, that's always really important. I felt like to have like a connection with the character you play in Smash.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's time to get on to Wing 3.
I think so. So the next sauce we got up is Los Calientes, another Hot Ones classic. Are you ready?
I've heard some really good things about this through the show, so like I'm actually like very excited, but also kind of nervous.
Yeah, I'm excited. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's actually excellent.
Ooh.
A little more mild manner than I was expecting.
That has a huge initial kick.
Yeah.
Of like pepper-ish stuff. Oh.
Little tomatoey finish.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Oh yeah.
You're regarded as one of the best tournament organizers in the Midwest. What has been your favorite event to run, and what's been the most challenging event to run for you so far?
Oh God. I think of all like the big major events I've ran, the tournament where I had the most fun running it, I think was Frostbite 2019. So this past year, Frostbite as a series is like kind of like my brainchild of a tournament series. It's right now regarded as like one of like the top like 3 tournament experiences you can get as a player or attendee by people across the world, which is a huge honor. And I think because of like our mission statement for the tournament, which is like we're here for like the little guy, the person who like goes 0-2 or maybe 1-2. We don't care about the top player that much because the top player is going to go to an event where the money's at. So we made sure like our player experience focused around like the little guy. And I think because we've consistently met something like that each year, it really like makes me happy to know that like the tournament brainchild that I created in 2016 is like so highly regarded. In terms of like the tournaments that I think was like the most stressful to run, I think it'd have to go to Apex 2015, and that one was in New Jersey during like the dead of winter, and the venue that we had chosen actually got hit by this like snowstorm that hit the like northeast really hard, and it actually caused like damage to the venue. And on Friday morning, before we were literally like minutes about to start, the fire marshal got called in and the event got like canned because the venue could have collapsed at any moment.
Oh my.
And we're just like, what the fuck? It's Friday. The pools were supposed to start at 10 a.m. Like, what the hell's going on? And the tournament almost got canceled, and people had flown in from like all around the world for this, and we're just like, what the hell's gonna happen? And we eventually got it all figured out, and we turned that 3-day event into a 2-day event. But oh my God, that was the most stressful tournament experience of my life, because it's just like everything we worked for like months and months was about to just get canceled because of a freak storm. Yeah. It was so dumb.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Sure. What was the farthest had somebody coming in from that you were aware of?
Probably Japan. Japanese players had come in for it. I know there were players from like Australia and like all around Europe too. So it's like everybody, and there were even some South Americans there too. So like it was like a worldwide event, and everybody was coming in for this. And God, why the hell would we go to the Northeast during the winter? Why?
Yeah. One of those things you might have to count on for the next one, eh?
Yeah, well, that tournament series doesn't exist anymore. That's fine. But you know, we run Frostbite in February, and people come to Michigan during the dead ass of winter.
Well,
it's called Frostbite.
Yeah.
It's fine.
At least they know what they're getting into.
Yeah.
So the next one we have up is the Faya.
As a graphic designer, I love this packaging. Like this like label art is like so clean.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
nice minimalist,
like
but that orange on it really, I feel like that just draws the eyes.
I'm nervous because it's a little chunky.
It is a little chunky. I'm gonna smear this one. Cheers.
Oh, it really creeps on like the back of your tongue. Oh wow, that's such a weird taste. Oh.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
I think I'll actually have to break out a water bottle for the first time. Ugh. Oh, all right.
So Cal, I know that you're also a huge anime fan. So what's your favorite anime, and what anime do you think is just totally trash?
My favorite anime of all time is One Piece. Even when it was like the shitty Funimation dub, when they called Zoro Zolo, and they gave Sanji a fucking sucker instead of a cigarette because you can't have cigarette in a kid's show. I love One Piece so much. I think it's because of the adventure. I also like Pirates a lot. Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the best movie series ever. Oh, the more I talk, this one hurts really bad. But the anime I think is the worst piece of trash ever is School Days. The anime was like a 1 out of 10 when I was watching it, and then the ending made it a 3 out of 10. It's about like some like high schooler guy who has like a really nice girlfriend. She's sweet, but then he just starts cheating on her with every fucking girl in his class, and he's just a huge piece of shit. And then eventually, and like it all pays off at the end when like one of the girls I think he was sleeping with, or it might have been the girl who was initially his girlfriend, fucking just cuts his head off. And I'm like, thank you for ending this bad anime at least in some good way. I think it's just the biggest like piece of shit show I've ever seen.
I think there's a lot of animes that are in a similar way. They have such a strong running, and then they kind of write themselves into a corner near the end.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. There's like a lot of times they can get away with an okay ending, but not like, you know, Naruto was a okay ending. It like had a really strong run.
Yeah.
One Piece has just been going on forever.
Oh yeah, and it'll probably go on till the day I die.
Right. Well, Oda said that he thinks there's 5 years left of writing.
I love like watching like the theory videos.
Oh yeah.
Roger's Base. Watch him if you're a One Piece fan. He's one of my good friends, and I'm a huge fan of like the stuff he does. And then same with like Tekking and like Joy Boy.
I love Tekking and Joy Boy. That's what brought me into watching the theory. I used to sit there. I'd watch Whitebeard's fight with a Kainu.
Oh yeah.
On the YouTube videos, and then that stuff just kept up in the recommended you, and then that was my gateway into like the broader spectrum.
Wow, that one just still is sitting on the back of my tongue, like dead center.
Oh yeah.
And it hurts. Oh, I'm not looking forward to Hot Cock.
Well, that seems like as good a time as any.
Yeah.
We're up to number 5, Angry Goat Pepper Company, Hot Cock.
Oh boy.
Ready to taste a bit of this cock or what?
Dude, I'm ready to take this cock.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. It was almost sweet on entrance, but it's
Another builder.
It's time to wrap up.
Yeah.
Ramp up. Oh, God, I can't talk.
Absolutely. So I'm going to throw a bunch of musical artists at you, and I want you to give me a yay or nay on whatever name you hear. Are you ready?
Yes.
Halsey.
Hella yay.
Ella Goulding.
Hella yay.
Ariana Grande.
Yay.
Ed Sheeran.
Nah.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Rich Brian.
Yep.
The Weeknd.
Good.
Would you ever consider getting that The Weeknd's haircut?
No.
How about Taylor Swift's haircut?
I don't even know what her hair looks like.
Long, blonde.
No.
Or maybe cat-like.
I don't know. No, I'm not going to look like she does in Cats.
How about James Corden? Would you mind looking like him in Cats?
To be honest, I don't even know who that is.
Oh, he's just another heavyset guy.
Oh, no.
He does the Late Late Show.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah.
I didn't even know what his name was. That's the guy who does like that carpool karaoke thing?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I didn't know what his name was. That's carpool karaoke guy.
You could dress up as him as Cats.
I could probably cosplay him.
You could probably do that.
I'd have to turn up like the flamboyantness a little bit.
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
So we're on to our final wing, the last dab. It's called the last dab because it's tradition on Hot Ones to put an extra dab on
So we
the
have to
wing.
put 2 dabs because these are pretty damn naked wings.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Man, that'd be a bitch if I'm not, right?
Those are your words, not mine.
Cheers. Wow, that's really tasty.
Yeah, that was good.
That chili de arbo, I think.
Yep.
Ooh. A little bit of heat though.
So in this last section, we got a 2-4 for you.
2-for.
Producer Ben Zank is going to do an Explain That Graham section. Ben, do you have their Instagram ready and roll?
Laptop, please.
So, can you explain this picture for us?
Oh yes, my one photo on Instagram. Like 2 summers ago, I went through and wiped my Instagram clean because I wanted to start using it kind of more to like focus around graphic design and esports. The first photo I took was at Little Caesars Arena. It was for the NALCS Summer Finals. So I'm a huge gamer and I love esports, and League of Legends is probably my favorite esports title to watch. And when it got announced that Rocket Mortgage, which is a Detroit-based company, was presenting the summer finals at Little Caesars, I'm like, I'm going. So I bought my tickets like the second day they were available. And my favorite esports team of all time is Cloud9, and they were in the finals. And it was just one of the coolest experiences because this had just been something I'd only seen on like Twitch. And I was like, I want to go experience what it is live. And it was just so cool to like look to my left or right, or like just talk to the people in front of me or behind me. It's like everybody was here because we just love what's going on and we can just talk about it. So it's like I immediately made like a bunch of like friends just by sitting in like the stands of like Little Caesars Arena. I also got to go to Game 5, and there's like a tradition in League of Legends that when it's a Game 5 series, they play this very like specific amp up song called Silver Scrapes, and it got to play, and I was just like really excited that my first League of Legends event I got to go see live had my favorite team, and it had like one of the more like iconic moments happen during it. So yeah, that's like the backstory to that. Oh, that one and only image on my Instagram.
Do we want to do like a combo for this last question, or do we just roll right into it?
Oh, I'd suffer with all the sauces.
Do a shack sauce scenario?
I'd do a shack sauce scenario.
Great. For our final wing, we're doing what's called the shack sauce wing. Maybe a Coolio style for if you're a little more old school. But we've combined all of our flavors onto this last wing. I see that you have smeared as opposed to the last dab.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
A lot of flavors going on there.
Going in for wing 2 of it.
Kind of burns my gums a little bit. So, what are your top 5 video games of all time? Starting with number 5.
Oh God. Oh, this is hot as fuck. Number 5. Fuck. Oh God, I don't even know. Let's just
shoot from the hip.
We'll just say Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite like GameCube Wii games. I bought it like day one when it had the HD remake come out for Wii U. Oh my fucking God, my tongue is on fire. It's so good. I really like the gothic look of it. Thought the controls were really fun. The world is so crazy cool because it's so much bigger than any Zeldas were at that time. Fuck. Yeah, Twilight Princess. Number 5. Fuck, I have to keep going. Number 4. Probably Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda. Oh God, hold on, guys. That game, the open worldness. I liked watching Skyrim. I've never played it, but when everybody who played Skyrim said, "Bro, Breath of the Wild is just like Skyrim, Zelda," I'm like, I'm fucking in there. The story was really good. The gameplay's really fun. I think it's the second most played game on my Switch right now. Breath of the Wild, number 4. Number 3, I'll say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think it's by far the best Smash game to ever come out. Every character's back. It's fucking sick. Oh my God. Can I get a napkin just to like pat my eye because I'm crying? Oh God, Ben, no. I'll keep going. Ultimate is just like, I think it emphasizes everything that like Smash is for. So it's my number 3 favorite game of all time. Number 2 is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. To this day, oh thank God. Oh,
Careful around the eyes.
oh. To this day, I don't think I'll ever have like a more magical moment of beating a game than Ocarina of Time, because it was the first ever game I ever beat, like by myself, and it was so cool. Bro, I need some milk real quick. Fuck me up. This track sauced. Oh, thank God chocolate milk exists. Oh, that helped a lot. Ocarina of Time is like still one of the more like I can like vividly remember beating it for the first time, and that was like one of the coolest experiences ever. And I can't even count how many times like I've beaten Ocarina of Time over like the progression of like since the 90s. So it's really cool. Yeah, that's definitely why it's in my number 2. But my all-time favorite game is definitely Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm hugely invested in the Kingdom Hearts series, and Kingdom Hearts 2 was like a really good story. It had really fun gameplay. And the replay value on it is just unreal. So yeah. I don't even remember what I said for 5. Twilight Princess?
Twilight Princess.
Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. Smash. Ultimate. Ocarina of Time. Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Zelda's my second, or maybe I think it's like my second or first favorite all-time series. Then Kingdom Hearts and Smash. Honorable mentions. We'll go to like not these sauces, but like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, those games were like also really good. Somewhere in my top 10.
Well, Cal, you made it through all 6 hot sauces plus 2 Shack sauce style wings.
Yeah, that was a big regret, but it was worth it.
Well, you made it through the gauntlet. Now, tell the internet what you got going on in your life.
I'm going to be shitting a storm later, I think. But I'm hosting a Smash tournament tonight. It's going to hurt. I'm in pain. I've got another week off work because I'm on holiday. You can follow me on Twitter at KoolOriBro with a K. It's like KOOL, OriBro. It's a pun on Cool Story Bro. Oh God. If you're in Michigan, you're interested in competitive Smash, just search out Michigan Smash Ultimate. I'll probably be the first person that lets you into the Facebook group. Oh, if you're interested in competing, I'm probably the guy that's going to run your future tournament. That's it.
How'd Audrey get pregnant? Fucking Ben?
Oh God, this is going to be awful.
I know. Alright, I'm Shack saucing it.
Yeah.
Sort of wish I didn't recommend it, but, you know.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Right.
I need that ice cream.
Good luck interviewing.
Oh God.
Whatever, this is the classic. That's actually pretty hot.
Really? It's hot.
It's a little hot.
It's hot.
Brandon, come on.
I don't know how I'm going to do the rest.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. You are ridiculous.
Producer Brandon, why are you on set? Oh God.